YOLO superstitious people of YouTube. So today I want to talk to you guys about certain superstitions that I personally have, right? Everybody has, not everybody, most people have certain superstitions, and a lot of them are passed down and they inherit it. In my case, I have two superstitions that are kind of really weird. And I'll tell you about one of them. Well, the other one is spiders. Like certain type of spiders, anytime I see them, they're just bad luck to me. But in terms of the positive side, man, so crickets are an immense good luck charm for me. If there's a such thing as like power animals, oddly enough, crickets might just be it for me, man. And I developed these two superstitions over a long period of time of just observation and effect, right? Like you see this animal, and then certain things happen. In terms of crickets, anytime I see crickets, there's always good things that are coming within that day or very short after, you know? And I had noticed it prior to this particular event, but the day it solidified it for me was I was locked up in LA County Jail. Well, to be more specific, I was in West Hollywood's holding division because East Hollywood doesn't have a division, so West Hollywood houses the people in jail for East Hollywood as well. Now, I was on probation, they raided my house, and they took me in for fucking nail clippers. At night, I was doing my nails, and it was on the table, and they came and they literally took me in for nail fucking clippers, man, as a potential deadly weapon. You know, I'm not supposed to have like knives and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe they thought I could like trim someone's nails to the point they bleed to death or something. But either way, so they took me in, and I told my family, don't bail me out. This is ridiculous. Like, I'll be out in a day or two. Well, that day or two turned into about 2.5 weeks, and I was housed there, man. And I'm on the 3rd floor of this concrete building, and I keep, especially the first week, when are you guys gonna let me go? We don't know. Add to it, they found, other than the nail clippers, they also found a voided check from the business I owned at the time. And it clearly said void on it, and it was check number 1. And they were pretending they couldn't find the account that the check belonged to, and they thought it was some type of fraud. But they were just doing me dirty, because all it took was one simple phone call to the bank to verify if the account was mine or if it wasn't. My name's on the check, the business name and everything, right? So it's 2.5 weeks later, man. They keep telling me we don't know, tomorrow, today, tomorrow. And it's 2.5 weeks. I stopped asking, and through my, there's a crack at the bottom of the door that's about 1/2 inch high. Like, it's a pretty thick gap. And I'm the last cell on the 3rd floor. So you take the elevator, and you have to walk through this big concrete building, and then it's my cell at the very end on the left side. Underneath the door comes in a cricket. Okay? Mind you, a concrete building, 3rd floor. This cricket had to have gotten in, had to have either hopped on the elevator or hopped up 3 flights of stairs, right? Or 3 floors of stairs, go down the thing, find my cell, and literally come inside. And as soon as it came inside, I got excited. I was like, dope. Not only is it a cricket in my room, but like, this is dope. I'm getting released today. That's what I thought to myself. I'm getting released, man. So I rolled up, my bed. I got everything neat and clean and like just ready to like. As soon as they say you're like, they open the door, I'm good to go. And this female officer comes to my window maybe an hour, 2 hours after I see the cricket in the room. And I'm playing with the cricket. I've been there 2.5 weeks in solitary pretty much, and like, so I'm playing with the cricket and stuff. And she comes to my window and tells me like, "Hey, did someone tell you that you're getting released today?" I was like, "No, no one told me." She's like, "So why is your bed made and stuff? Because this is a holding tank. Like, I'm not even transferred to LA County Jail yet, right? It's unusual for people to like roll up their blankets and stuff like that. Plus, I'm young, and So she's like, "So why is your bed made and stuff?" All I told her was, I just had a feeling that I'm gonna get released today, so I rolled up all my stuff. And she's like, "Well, you're all ready. I was gonna tell you to get ready, but you're already ready. So let me go get your handcuffs and stuff, and we'll process you out." I was like, awesome. And she came back with the handcuffs. It took like another hour or two to process me out, and they let me go. And that kind of solidified to me that crickets, for me, are very good luck. And ever since then, I refuse to kill crickets. I will, like, if there's crickets around, I will try and do anything to keep them around, And when I got released from jail, I actually went to Petco and I bought 100 crickets and I released them on my property, And within a week, they were all gone. They all moved around, and I don't know what they did. But so crickets for me, that's the only real superstition I have, and that just from a whole bunch of just observation and effect, I guess, or my perception of it. That could have been a complete coincidence, of which it most likely probably was, but I enjoy the fact of when I see crickets, I assume good things are coming, and they usually come. And I'm not a person that thinks like, if you visualize, things will happen. I don't buy into that, because there's a lot of positive things I visualize, and it hasn't happened. Oh, and to add to it, so the day I got married, man, the day me and my wife got married, so we sat in this taxi and we're driving to another town, which is an hour and a half away. And it had been a really long day before and whatnot, and I'm all dressed up, and she knew about this cricket situation and whatnot. And I was actually in Armenia at the time, and I fell asleep in the car with my head on her shoulder. And somehow in Armenia they have like cricket grasshoppers. There's a species that's like, they're not grasshoppers, but they're not crickets, and they make the same noise as crickets, but they look like miniature grasshoppers. So as I'm asleep in the car, like, imagine I've hopped in the car. Look at this crazy person. I've hopped in the car. All right, lady, you keep doing what you're doing. Good. So I'm already in the car for a while. I fall asleep. This fucking cricket is on my right shoulder as my head is leaning left on my wife's shoulder. And as I'm asleep, there's this cricket on my shoulder, man. And she took a picture of it. I actually have a picture of that. And that was a like really positive thing for us, and that day could not have gone any better than it did. And yeah, so that's my story about crickets. yeah. So, YOLO, you guys have a nice day. Don't be like that crazy, pretty like girl fucking tripping out in the middle of the street in the middle of the night. You guys have a nice day. Peace.